Hi, I'm Cory Kudlacek. I'm from David City, Nebraska, and I'm a farmer in the eastern central part of Nebraska. I had an accident a year and a half ago, 25-year wedding anniversary, so we went to an island, St. Lucia. It was also my 50th birthday. I ended up falling on an object and cutting the nerves in my arm. Long story short, the orthopedic surgeon, after we went through therapy and a lot of things, recommended going to the Limb Lab. He said they have a lot of new and exciting things and that they might be able to help. That's when Jason came out to sit down with our therapist, and he says, I have the perfect idea. There's a gal from Sweden flying in this afternoon with a brand new trial of this Carbonhand, and would you be willing to meet with her? She proceeded to demonstrate her device, this what they call a Carbonhand. It looked very promising that I was able to do things with those fingers that I wasn't before. I was able to hold a steak knife, a screwdriver, and run some power tools and things. They went back to Sweden and hand-tailored a glove for me. It's a pretty amazing piece of technology. You can adjust the settings of sensitivity and how strong the grip is with it. And then it's got some modes where you can lock in the grip. So some of that is going to help me tremendously with running machinery and things like that. I'm gaining functionality every day, so this is something to maybe even be part of a therapy and help me utilize those fingers and strengthen that. You know, most people have a career, and if you can't do that, you go and change careers, right? I don't have that luxury. This is my life. This is who I am. This is what I do. You just have to adapt. There is no can't. You figure out ways to adapt to life and do the things that you really need to do that are important. This glove has definitely opened the door to do things that I couldn't do. I'm gonna really test this glove. Yeah, they need to sweep the floor in the kitchen, but I need to sweep the floor in the grain bin. I'm an engineer, so I'm going to have ideas. Immediately, just driving home, I knew that this was a good thing. It almost gives you feeling in places where you don't have feeling, and that's hard to describe, but it does. You know, like as soon as I grabbed that steering wheel, I felt like I wasn't just holding, you know, before I knew I was holding it with all 5 fingers, but you grab it with that glove, it's a whole different feeling, and you know you have all 4 of them, and there's a confidence level to grabbing something that you didn't have getting in and out of the tractors. You have that feeling on the handle as you're crawling in and out, a security. I was struggling to hold cups and glasses, or open a soda, or hold a jar and try and open it, those kind of things. And this is going to give me a freedom to do some of those basic things. My first thing comes to mind is stroke victims. But if you have some movement, this glove is going to help that. Makes you spend a lot of time with me demonstrating the glove, because it takes some repetition to figure out all of the buttons and how it all exactly works. So I was very comfortable walking out of there that I knew what I was getting myself into and what to do and not to do. And I think that's huge. I've been through 4 years of just absolute misery, from my father getting brain cancer and then losing him, and then this happened. Big challenges that I've had to overcome here, and you just have to. You can't give up. I'm very fortunate that I have a wonderful wife. I'll never be able to repay her for what she's helped and done for the years here. Probably the most important one is my wife. She's been behind my side from the get-go, always has been. You're only as good as the people you have to surround you, and I want to thank all of them for that.
We've been fortunate that he's had great people to support him and help him through his journey and get him back on track. You know, we've seen a lot of improvement over the last year and a half, and it just keeps getting better. I'm finally kind of feeling like he's getting some of his life back. I couldn't ask for anything more than that for him and us.